quite like this place that I call home. When California grows, yeah, California grows.
Welcome to another edition of
Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts on Radio.
That would be Bob Fischetti. I'm John Cassidy. And thanks for joining us again today as we talk everything local, kind of the old Herb Cain column from the San Francisco Chronicle, but the radio version. And Chuck Smith and or Scott Anderson can't join us today. Scott, the current editor of the Appeal Democrat, the former editor Chuck Smith, who is writes the Weekender in the Weekender columm his column in the Weekender on the Appeal Democrat every Saturday, and it's called Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the
radio version,
the written version.
Oh, the written.
Yeah, we got to give Chuck his props.
I'm into the radio. I just
And bringing us online today, Kurt Baird, our board operator extraordinaire, with the background music of the one and only Tyler Rich. And there's some good news about Tyler this week. What would that be, Bob?
That would be the event, which will be coming up November 7th out at the Hard Rock. And it's a way to raise money for the Bob Fischetti Christmas Fund. And
is that Bob Fischetti Spaghetti for Christmas Fund? Jesus Weezus. Wow.
I'll be getting a text from Tyler any minute.
Wow.
I'm doing what?
Wow.
No, I just think this is great that we get to have this guy back every year.
Out there for
this
me.
is amazing.
And he opened the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Adam Levine likes to take credit for it, but no. The event was the first ever concert at the Hard Rock. And Tyler opened that baby up 5 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been 5 years. It's crazy.
You just never know. Here we are, this little sleepy, as they say, community. And I love Chuck Smith's statement that you can get there from here.
You're going to be nice to Chuck? He's not even here.
I know. I'll probably hear about it. But it's true, whether it's sports, you're going to talk about someone else in basketball because here locally from the college. And there's just been people that you just don't think about it. I remember I was working at Mother Goose Preschool, and we had this parent that came in. He was a big guy, and he was going to Yuba College. And the next thing I know, the guy gets drafted by the Chicago Bears right out of here. And it's like you just never know.
His last name was Thomas.
Was that it?
And was it Isaiah? Not Isaiah. His dad actually went to Marysville High and also played at University of Nebraska. As a running back, yes. And it's, what was his last name, first name? Really good kid from here who went up actually played at Jesuit, but he lived here.
Well, and you think of the baseball players that have come out of here, incredible. Basketball.
Yep.
You were talking about, I can never remember his name, the guy that is the announcer for the Warriors.
Oh, Festus Ezeli.
So
by the way,
Festus was just doing video. The guy's 7 foot tall, taking video, and they say, "Hey, how about this idea?"
Yeah,
right here, from here.
Yeah,
So you can make it from here.
You can. And by the way, Festus Ezeli, the fact that you brought it up, the cover, he's the cover boy for the San Francisco Magazine this month. Cover.
How did they get him on the cover?
He had to kind of squinch down, and he did. That's what it looks like. He's got some interesting clothing on in that. I'm going to have to get on his case. So we might have to get Festus on. I'm going to tell him to call a number. Let's see if we can get him a call. See if we can get him to call in. Kurt, what's the call-in number for the studio? You want to write it down for me, or Bob?
Okay, it's 530.
Well, hang on. Let's see if we can get some live action here. Let's see. All right.
It's 530-870-8272.
Hang on. We're going to do this live. We'll see if we can wake Festus up. What's the number? 530.
Yep.
Okay.
870.
Hang on, I'm old. Okay, 870, got it.
8272.
8272. Let's see if we can get 8272. We want to talk about your cover shot. We want to talk about Sam. Yeah, 7 feet tall. You got to squeeze him into a picture.
While John's doing that, I just want to mention this because this is current. This is from the Mosquito Vector District. They just sent this to me. Yuba Sutter Mosquito and Vector Control District has received confirmation of the first evidence of West Nile virus activity in Yuba County for 2026. 2 mosquito samples collected on Tuesday, July 7th, tested positive for the virus, one from the Hallwood area and another from the Wheatland area. All residents are urged, regardless of their proximity to the detections, to take preventive measures, as avoiding mosquito bites is the most effective way to protect yourself and your family from West Nile virus and other mosquito-borne illnesses. What this is
very important.
It's called
Pay attention.
Culex mosquitoes, whatever. This is the ones that carry this. And so, they do the 4 Ds: defend, use a repellent, dawn and dusk, be more aware that's when they bite, doors and windows, make sure your house is secure, and don't leave any standing water, dump and drain. So anyway, that from our Mosquito Vector District. I just thought that was important that we kind of keep on top of these kinds of things.
So I have some lime sprinkle stuff I'm bringing over to my daughter's place today to kind of try to prevent the mosquito collection, if you will. They tend to gravitate to places, and for some reason they've had a few, and so there's this. It doesn't won't affect pets or anything. It's kind of a lime sprinkle thing.
Well, that's cool.
supposed to. They don't like the smell, I guess.
We had the Mosquito Vector on the air. We're going to have them on again. And one of the things the gal that does all that says, and I never knew this, but I just did it by accident. If you put a fan on you.
Oh, yeah. That's why you see those goofy circular fans that people put on their tables when they're eating outside.
Yeah, they work.
They do. They work.
It's
and
amazing.
You know what else works, I learned? If you have you have a nighttime awning, outdoor area, if you have red lights for some reason, they will cause flies and mosquitoes to look the other way. So,
all right.
Yes.
However, a red light could draw some neighbors that have the wrong idea.
I heard that eating garlic will keep them away.
No, that's vampires. Us Italians never get bit by vampires.
No. And I by the way, I had some leftover Pasquini's garlic bread this morning with some fresh, locally grown tomatoes. Thank you, Bernard. Going to check for the tomatoes and some eggs and red onions on there. Oh my God! I'll tell you what, that garlic bread at Pasquini's is pretty much deadly, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're over 50. You don't want to start ordering it because you can't stop eating it. That's the problem.
All right, so
Angelo,
you can take the garlic bread, cut it in half, and smash the bread part, the inside of the smash it down, fill it full of Sloppy Joe mix.
There
and
you go,
cheese,
Sloppy Joe's.
And oh my gosh,
way above Spam, by the way. That's way above Spam. Sloppy Joes are here. Spam is like Sloppy Joes. Well, next thing you know, he's going to have Chef Boyardee pizza Ubered over here.
No, we don't do Boyardee.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Italians, they weren't too happy. Mondami, the mayor of New York, left them off. The Little Italy in New York, like the Italians and the Irish pretty much built New York and got left off the designated regions of New York. Nice move, Tommy Mondami.
You know, I was born in Brooklyn.
Did that make you mad?
And it did.
Ridiculous.
I was like, you got to be kidding. There are Italian neighborhoods all over the place, right? That it's not a negative. They call it Dago Hill. And it's like, but that Italian neighborhood there has been there forever. And,
yes.
And to just ignore the Italians after all they've done, it's like, look, the Italians assimilated. We came to America. My dad was the only one born in this country out of 13 kids, and we came and did different stuff, like played baseball. We were boxers.
That DiMaggio guy.
Yeah, boxers.
And then the left-handed puncher. What was his name? Come on, Marciano. Rocky Marciano.
Which actually, Rocky Marciano is the only true undefeated heavyweight. So just so you know that. And it's like, but anything, right? But I'm proud to be an American. Right? I love being American, so we assimilate it, and that's all we're really asking. But to come in and just ignore one whole group, and actually, when they were interviewing the Italians, they said he ignored the Irish community, and it's like, wow. So anyway, he has said he's going to redo the map,
he is. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of faith.
I think knowing
got a lot of
Italians,
faith.
it's a little too late.
Keep running all those people with money out of your state and see what
I
happens.
wouldn't
Out
want
of
to
your
be in
city.
between those two.
Out of your city.
The Italians or the Irish. I wouldn't want to be in between those two.
Oh man,
There's a lot of Irish-Italian marriages, and they're quite dynamic. I think so. So yes,
Well,
Tyler Rich, November 7th at the Hard Rock Live, which will be amazing.
If you have not seen Tyler Rich, I'm going to say two things having gone to his concert. Well, for one thing, I had the opportunity to interview him. He's just genuinely a real guy. He's just 100% dog-loving, real dude. And
Dog loving.
had a chance to talk to him about how he ended up where he is. It was a great interview. But then I had a chance to go to the concert. And I'm sitting at the concert, and this guy does what I think every single artist should do. And that's he got down with the crowd. He just right down in the middle of the crowd. And I just thought, this guy's the real deal.
The real deal. Oh,
He's
yeah.
the real deal. And I don't think that Tyler Rich did that just because we're his place of nativity, right? I think he loves this area, but I just think it's who he is. And so anyway, so November 7th, when the tickets going to be on sale for that, John?
I believe Friday. Let's
Wow.
see, the 17th, yeah.
Okay, so that's coming out real
Get
soon.
ready, yep. And we'll announce the charities. Pretty much got it lined up, but I got to cover that with Mr. Shaw, go over it with Dave again, and Megan and the Tribe folks. So we'll get that all laid out this next week. And the sponsors will be getting information this next week as well. Past sponsors, so we can get this thing cranked up once again. But November 7th, I think, will be really good. It'll set everybody up for a nice weekend concert on a Saturday night at the Hard Rock Live. I would make your steak reservations right now before the show, because that fills up. And we're going to have a great concert that night. And his opening act, we'll talk about that next week as well, is from Sacramento, and is going to blow people away. Fantastic. And last year we had a band from Sacramento as well that's been in Nashville a long time, and we're great. But this one's going to be an up-and-comer that's going to blow people away.
This
And,
will give
I'll just tease it.
opportunity, too, because he released that Hello California?
And then Goodbye California.
Goodbye California. He
How
released those.
appropriate, and given everything that's being talked about in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, there's I just sent it to you, Kurt. There's the picture of Festus has not called in yet. In fact, I'm going to send this to him too.
Festus, I just want to give Festus a little piece of man advice. Festus, as a man, you only have to own two types of shirts. Floral in the summer, flannel in the winter, and it just really helps with your wardrobe. I'm just saying, Festus.
He might.
You know, that guy, if Festus put a plaid flannel shirt on, he'd look like a lumberjack.
Yeah, well,
He's a big guy, right?
The whole theme of Festus Feast that we kind of helped create is just rocking and rolling too. So I want to tease him about that. So hopefully he calls in. We got about a half hour left. We can get him in here. I do want to talk about a very sad loss to the Yuba Sutter community. Anyone that was associated with men's or women's or girls or boys basketball here locally over the last 40 plus years, I'm probably right in saying that. Yeah, we lost a local legend, an absolute class act. He was a counselor at Yuba College for many years, as well as he worked for Sierra Central for several years, and then finished up his career back at Yuba College. And his name was Tony McDaniel. And if Tony touched your life, you were smiling, because when that man walked in a room, he could light it up. Tony started his basketball career at Chico High, played at Butte Junior College on some great teams. I met Tony in 1978 there at Butte College, and he went on to play at Chico State professionally in Australia, coached in Australia, then came back home, or close to home, moved to Yuba City, became the assistant men's coach at Yuba College for at least 10 years with the legendary Joe McCarron. Then he started the women's basketball program at Yuba College, did a great job there kicking that off, and then became my assistant coach when we won back-to-back titles at Yuba City High School with the varsity girls in 07 and 08. And Tony was really known as one of the best individual basketball skills coaches in the country. Several folks that he trained have been with NBA franchises, teaching exactly what Tony taught here locally and regionally for many, many years: footwork, proper shooting technique, how to set a pick, how to block out, how to post up. Just an incredible talent. He coached the Sacramento Pro-Am League when you only had Houston and Sacramento as the summer Pro-Am leagues. Now you have everything that goes on in Las Vegas with the summer leagues with the NBA and the California Classic in Golden State and in Sacramento. But long before that, in the 80s and 90s, Tony was a phenomenal skills coach in working with professional basketball players in the NBA, Europe, Australia, you name it, all points throughout the world. And we're going to miss Tony. I know everyone at Yuba College is devastated. He had a long battle with cancer, and it finally got him. But Tony was one of those people, when he walked in a room, he absolutely lit it up. That smile was infectious. His personality, his persona, his character, his ethics, just a great person. He's going to be sorely missed. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Karen, his wife, and Keisha, his daughter, and family, and all his friends locally. Tony will be missed. He's one of those people that very special individual. So I'll leave it at that.
You know, it's life. You know, we lose people, right? But I just have to go on record as saying I hate cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it, right?
Yep.
I survived it, and many people do, but it's just such a treacherous disease. And so I'm very grateful for places like Gewicke Ford that do fundraisers.
The Gewicke family, what they've done for
fight
cancer?
against breast cancer, and I just think, I don't know. I don't know if we can do enough, right? But at some point, I believe this. At some point, they're going to figure this out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when they do, then cancer can take a hike. And so many good people, close people. I don't think I know anybody that doesn't have a family member or a close friend that has either died or but has had cancer.
Yep.
It's prevalent in our society.
It is.
So
yep.
anyway,
I lost my twin brother to it. And
man, I didn't know that.
A long time ago.
I knew you lost him.
Ago.
I didn't know how.
16 years ago. Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's not a. Yeah, we've got to get a cure for cancer, and we got to get it sooner than later. And I think they're probably closer than anybody realizes. AI will probably accelerate
the research.
That cure. Yeah, and cure for other diseases as well and maladies. So, thanks for letting me share that about Tony. One of the really good people, and if you knew Tony at all, you know exactly what I'm saying about how he lit up a room. That was one good person.
It's really funny, but we talk about influences, right? And we laugh, and some people will say, well, my father was my biggest influence, right? Or my mom or my sister. So we talk about family members, or maybe Uncle Fuddy and Aunt Pinky, they were right. But the thing that gets mentioned a lot, John, is coaches. The significant influences, and I don't think that coaches often, because we always look at them, whatever sport they're in, we look at how successful they were in winning games and even training. But how many of them have been life influencers on players? I mean, it's an amazing thing. They are not just, it's not just about the sport.
No.
It's about their involvement. And so just kudos. I'm glad you brought that up, because I just think sometimes, we just go, all right, well, Coach so-and-so. But, man, I had Coach Sandler. but was my coach that talked me into going from track to football, which was a big deal to talk a little guy like me into doing that. It's like, Coach, why would you want me to do that? He said, you're fast.
So interesting you say that, and you know Harold Presley from Sports Roundtable and all the things he's done in Yuba Sutter and representing Sierra Central Credit Union for many, many years, and just absolutely voted the most likable Sacramento King in Sacramento era Kings history. So Harold is down. This is a picture of Harold down at a hardware store. I think it's an Ace Hardware store down in Citrus Heights in Sacramento somewhere. And this young lady came up to him who he'd coached 25 years ago at College of the Siskiyous, because I used to take Harold up to camp because I coached there for 20 years, and the biggest summer basketball camp in the United States for well over 20 years. And congrats, Tom Powers, for an amazing run up there. And this gal walks up to him, Harold Presley, and he goes, yeah. And he goes, you coached me 25 years ago at College of the Siskiyous. You made a difference in my life. I can't even tell. She just started crying and giving big hugs. And to your point, yes. And I've had that experience as well, where you're standing somewhere in a grocery store, somebody comes up to you that you coached. Sometimes you can't remember because you coach a lot of kids. And to your point, yes, coaches make a difference. You everything you do as a coach is noticed.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know who Harold Presley was. No idea. And then somehow I ended up
all 6'12" of him.
Yeah, talking with him about something basketball up here that was supposed to happen. I think that's what it was. But anyway, I'm talking to him, and so my wife called, and I said, yeah, I'm up here. I said, Patty, do you know who Harold Presley is? And she goes, with the Kings? And I said, yes. She said, he's amazing. And so I turned to Harold. I said, hey, Harold, my wife's on the phone. Would you just say hello? He ended up in a conversation.
Yeah, one of the really,
a really nice guy.
One of the really good people.
Gosh darn, man.
Signed my
anyway,
daughter's
thank you,
basketball.
Harold, for doing that.
He signed your daughter's basketball?
On your show.
That's right. I remember that. That's right.
Back at
Continental
Comcast,
Cable at that
yeah,
time, Comcast, whatever it was called. Yeah.
So then we
We're getting
did
old.
that. We did that show down at the Happy Viking.
Yes.
Harold took a picture with my wife. My wife had it blown up. Harold signed it for
That
me.
was the Super Sports Roundtable for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So that's in our house. And so it's like he's just
Good
there's those that are just good people, but they've had great accomplishments.
Well, they've had great impact,
but they're good people.
Well, and he's helped raise a lot of money for charity here over the last 35 years, because he and I are very close, and he's come and done so much up here. He's almost part of the community. Love Harold, his wife Laura, just great people. I do have to throw out a congratulations today. Tomorrow is 43 years of absolute bliss and happiness for my lovely bride, Christine. So I want to wish her happy anniversary on the air, so I don't get in trouble.
She's 43?
She looks 43. I don't.
I'm telling you, she married an old man.
Yeah.
Christine.
Well, happy anniversary, John.
43 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I get it. I don't need any texts or calls that she's a saint. We all know that. Yes, we all know
they
that.
always do that to us. It's like, well, it's because of your wife, right? It's like, yeah. The 19th, Patty and I will be 54 years.
So I'm catching up. Well, maybe not catching up. That's a long time.
I can't believe that. We don't even know how that happened.
Wow.
But it's, you turn around and look, and all of a sudden you go, I've been with that person that many years.
Scary.
My kids were just telling me, actually today.
Did you share the Fischetti secret spaghetti recipe with your wife, or is that still under lock and key?
No. 60 years she
That's
gets
still
the
under
recipe.
lock and key.
So my son, his anniversary is today, and I think 21 years. And it's
Wow.
it's like Fischettis are this way. We marry you, you're stuck. You're with us forever. That's it. That's the deal. No divorces, no back
You're
door.
stuck with me, yeah.
That's
and I'm
it.
Italian. I'm from Brooklyn. You don't want to
That's
mess
it.
with me. Yeah, you don't want to mess with me. Let's see. Festus just texted me. He's in a meeting. And I said, well, we got 20 minutes if you get out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We might end up with Festus, the cover boy of the most recent San Francisco magazine. I got to get a copy of this to read it. I tried to go online. I couldn't get it yet. So
to find
Isn't that
out.
a great picture, though? I like to say
is.
he's
It
scrunched because all
I
7
know,
foot of
because
him.
they had to fit him in there.
Yeah, the videographer and gray shirt athlete in the Yuba College Hall of Fame, by the way. Coach Korn, nice job finding that talent and developing it for what a difference you made in that man's life.
Well, I do want to say this, because you were telling me that Festus' education was he's a very brilliant man.
He's a genius.
Right? But it's like,
he could be a doctor. He could go back to school in 2 years and be cutting surgery on you. So,
but this goes back to influence of coaches, right? I wonder what parents said when they said, "Well, I'm still going to study, but I'm going to play basketball."
No, it was a battle. It was a battle. You're going to do what? You're going to do what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's
folks,
a genius.
I'm 7 foot tall.
He's going for medical school, and I'm going to play basketball. That's a little bit of a shift in careers. Okay, so Peach Festival's coming up.
Yeah, I just want to
Can you fire that up there? Because I love.
Can.
Oh, man. It's peach ice cream, I love peach pie.
Oh, the list. We'd be reading
peach
for
margarita.
an hour and a half.
I know. Kurt's all fired up about the peach margarita because he doesn't drink them, but everybody else does.
Anything peach, I'll go for.
Oh my word!
It's got to be peach.
Fired up.
Peach burgers. Yeah. Peach. I mean, there's like cobbler, cinnamon rolls, pie a la mode, cookies,
peach scones at the Brick,
milkshake,
peach scones at the Brick. The Brick is one of our sponsors, by the way. Thank you, Kim. Man.
Yeah.
Rock
peach
star.
barbecue sauce.
What?
Peach barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's good. I've had that. I like that.
Right?
That's very good.
Canadian bacon and peaches.
Canadian bacon and peaches.
It's called peach sticky rice pizza. I don't know, man. Some of these I'm going to be a little careful. It's like going to the Gilroy's garlic thing and having garlic ice cream. How do you put that together?
So it's Harold Presley's birthday today. Can you wish him a happy birthday?
Happy birthday,
and that's
Harold.
That's Petrie Bird wishing him a happy birthday. Petrie, the former bailiff on Judge Judy all those years. One of the class acts of all time. I owe Petrie a big thanks, lifelong thanks after Don McCullough passed away at the event.
If I had known, I would have brought my bagpipes in and play happy birthday for him.
Harold?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Why don't you go home, grab and put him on the phone, and I'll let Harold know. That'll be great. Unbelievable.
Next year, maybe.
So I just want to say the Peach Festival starts Thursday with a pub crawl to 7 different local bars.
Hold on a second. Speaking of crawling, go ahead.
Oh, you're listening to KETQ 93.3 LPFM Yuba City.
Because we don't want to get Bob. We don't want Gavin Newsom's team coming up here and arresting Bob. Yeah. Okay. You got it in there. Okay. Fire away. Keep going.
That's Thursday. It starts at 5:30. You can sign up at any of the bars. Please drive responsibly.
Can you sign up at all the bars? Or if you're going to all the bars, you might be in a little trouble.
Yeah.
Probably any of the bars is a better description. That's a good call.
Just pick one,
Good call on your part. Yeah.
But it is a crawl. Anyway, then Friday, the 17th, from 4 to 10 is the Peach Festival, and Saturday, the 18th, from 10 to 10, it's down on D Street, historic Marysville. There is so much going on. 2 stages, two kid zones, one that's free, one that is a circus they pay to go in, and just great downtown businesses you can visit.
By the way, on Friday, the 17th, which is the 17th, 11 a.m. till I think 1, Congressman Mike Thompson is going to be there answering questions at Sopatai. So if you want to sneak over there and have a few words with Congressman Mike Thompson, who's running for re-election in the reconfigured districts. Mike's a very good guy. He's done a lot for the North State over the years.
Got to interview him twice.
Yes.
He's a great
good guy. And so if you're interested in what's going on in Washington, D.C., obviously James Gallagher's there now. Our longtime local assemblyman is now in Congress doing an incredible job, drinking out of about 6 fire hoses as they go.
Man.
But, yeah.
He had some big shoes to fill.
Did. Oh, by the way, also, speaking of on Plymouth Street, that'll be the Sopatai 11 to 1 with Mike Thompson. Thank you, Dave Jensen, for that, and your lovely bride. Today, Wednesday, and I think it opens up in an hour, but the game starts at noon. England versus Argentina.
Yeah.
And that's probably the marquee matchup of the final 8 teams that are left. And that will be, you had the British defending the Falkland Islands. You had the old Maradona goal back in, I think it was the late 80s or early 90s when he hit it, knocked it in with his hand, but they didn't call it, and Argentina beat England in the World Cup. So there's a lot of history in there, but that will be a marquee. If you have never watched soccer, that's the one game you want to watch is Argentina versus England. And Bob, your prediction is?
England.
And what's the score going to be?
2 to 1.
Wow.
It's going to be close. I don't think there'll be a lot of scoring.
Now, with Kurt's Scottish background, you think he can opine on his thoughts
he'll
on
be
this?
saying Argentina.
Who are you picking? Oh, for sure.
Well, I'll guess I'll go for England, but I haven't been watching the fight.
So what's the score going to be?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. All right, so
Sorry.
you're going.
It's going to be
you're
close.
going with England.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go with Bob on this one.
I'm gonna. You know what? I hate to admit this, but I think Bob's right, and I think the score is probably right. I think it's payback time for Argentina and Mr. Messi, the greatest player in the world.
Yeah.
England's pretty solid, 1 through 11, and Argentina might have a gap or two. So. Go to your favorite pub. Obviously, the Happy Vikings going to have it on all the screens. Hooligans is hosting, and I guess they're pro England down there at the Irish Bar Hooligans. So they're going to be open at 11.
Well,
and,
just for this, probably just for this.
Yes. And I'm sure if you sneak into City Cafe for some lunch, they'll have it on the screen there. I'm trying to think wherever else. Hard Rock. Are you kidding me? Hard Rock Live?
Oh,
At
yeah.
Hard Rock,
You
all those
know.
big screens at Hard Rock.
You know
you better
they're
get
gonna
there
have
now. That will be awesome to be able to watch it out there at their new sports bar. That will be incredible.
Yeah, Pete's, I think, has got screens.
Pete's got screens. Yeah, and then of course Chris and Sandy, the Happy Viking down there, they'll be
screens.
cranking it up. It'll be pretty exciting.
I want to mention one more thing about the Peach Festival, and that's the great folks over at the Training Zone. They are doing the run. The 5K and 10K, and they're a fundraiser for Living Well, which is the Blue Zone's point 2, right? 0.20, which I think is really great to keep us in this healthy atmosphere that our community's in. So there's a great opportunity. I tried to talk them into letting me do the 5K in a golf cart. They said no.
Well, I know you'll be at the carb load fischetti spaghetti party.
Man.
Before that, and probably after that. So you may miss the run part, but you're not going to miss the carb load. I know that. Is that right? Isn't that right, Kurt?
Yeah. Oh, and I'd like to mention, since I do the weather here on 93Q, it is we're going to have a downward trend toward the weekend, and it should be in the low to mid 90s.
Yes,
it's going to be 103 today.
Yes.
Yeah, today's the high, the big one.
And I do want to give a water update. Shasta Lake, which provides all that wonderful water for the farms through this region all the way down to Southern California, is still holding up very, very well. It's dropped about 40 feet so far this year. Probably get down to about 65 before it's all said and done, but plenty of water. And guess what? When it's 106 out and you're on the water, it doesn't feel like 106.
So what's the surface area up there? That's a big lake.
It's only 400 miles of shoreline.
Is that it?
The biggest lake in the West in California.
So John, tell me, have you ever traveled the whole shoreline?
I've pretty much been on the whole lake.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you can go from where I'm docked, which is the first exit off of I-5 at Bridge Bay. You can go literally from there in your boat, and it takes you about an hour and 20 minutes to get to the northernmost part of that lake up the Sacramento Arm. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it is. And I'll tell you what's interesting this year. The lake's always beautiful, but it has been gin clear, like down 30, 40 feet, like I've never seen it. So I don't know what the geological, if that's the right term, or environmental reason that's the case, but I've never seen it this clear, this long. Because you have shoreline, it drops, and then it will bring some of the sandy areas back in. It'll cloud up a little bit, but for some reason, based on this winter's water, it is absolutely stunningly clear and beautiful. It's not Tahoe quite clear, but pretty darn close. It's stunning. Yeah.
I know that lakes turn over every 7 years. That's a big deal.
Correct.
Because
they turn over every year at some level, but completely turn over.
Yeah,
yes.
And so when Spirit Lake was affected by Mount St. Helens, they said, it'll be 100 years before we see growth up there.
Didn't take long.
It did not take long. Once that lake turned over, there's a whole lot of life in it.
Mother Nature is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Mother Nature. By the way, speaking of a sad deal, when you are in a boat around Alcatraz, you might want to not overpopulate the boat, number one. And that means too many people on too small a craft. And you might want to really check the tides. People always look at San Francisco Bay as kind of a mild man, they get rogue waves in there from time to time, and they also get currents that are really nasty. And I guess 3 people so far they can't locate. One has already passed away. I think there was 20 people on this boat. What's really sad is they lost a dog as well, and it was a family outing in memory of someone who had passed. I don't know if they were sprinkling ashes or what the deal was. I don't have all the details, but yeah, that's the water might look calm. You got to be careful around water, no matter what. And this is a sad situation. So our thoughts and prayers go out to all those folks. But a lot of summer left. People get in the water, whether it's here under the 5th Street or the 10th Street Bridge, or at any of our local lakes or streams or rivers. But make sure you take that extra second to be careful, especially with children around and folks. You get in the water and you get in a situation that you don't want to be in. Things happen fast, and you want to be careful. So we got a lot of summer left. Please be careful out there.
I used to crew on a sailboat for racing Hobie Cats, and so I like sailing. There's something about going across the water, no noise of a motor, hanging out in the track. It's a big deal. So a friend of mine said, well, I have a boat. Let's go out in the bay. I thought, I've never been in a bay. Let's go out in the bay. What was I thinking? Because that weather can change.
Let me tell you, man.
We got out there, man. We hit a storm.
Oh.
We're pulling the sheets down and and then
scrambling.
Yeah, because those big ships, they don't turn on your behalf.
Correct.
They just keep going.
Oh, no.
It's your job to get out of the way.
They don't even know you're there.
Oh, my gosh. You're out there in the rain just trying to get out of the way. The thing finally ends. And I'm standing there soaking wet, cold as could be, going, this is just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But it was exciting. I mean, I do want to say it was exciting.
I mean, sailing at that level, when you're sailing in the bay, you better know what you're doing, because it can change in an instant. And it looks calm, looks nice, but you get in that water, it's 60 degrees or less. Yeah. You're not going to last long.
So the guy goes down in the galley, and he said, hey, I'll take care. He comes back up with a can of Denny Moore beef stew.
Oh,
it was
We've had Chef Boyardee, Denny Moore beef stew, Spam. What else did we talk about?
It was the best beef stew.
Oh, my
I was so cold. I was hanging.
You talked about peaches, too.
So anyway,
peaches, yes.
Point taken, the water is cold. Our rivers around here, we've already had our first drowning. Look, guys, you can't just think, I can do it. I don't care how strong you are. Your muscles cramp up. You're not swimming anymore.
No.
And so, so be careful out there.
Yeah, be really, really careful out there, because it's time to just keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you're aware of what's going on. Again, any other events you got there, Bob, that are coming up that we did not touch on?
Well, in
by the
August,
way, the shotgun team for Sutter High. Oh, my word.
They
National champs.
I know. Come
Sutter
on.
High School, again.
You can get there from here.
You don't want to make any of their former students mad.
No.
They're pretty good with those rifles and shotguns. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're pretty tough.
That's really good. I do want to mention real quick, I've had both sheriff's departments in this week.
Wait a minute. Were they invited, or did they just come to see you?
Once the door was broke down, I knew. Just put your hands behind your back, right?
So you did what you were told. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I did.
Yep.
So National Night Out, August 4th.
Oh, wow, that's right. That's always a good thing.
That's coming up around the corner, and it gives us all an opportunity. You get a chance to connect with the officers, and different people will come to these. If you have one that you're doing and you want either department, Sutter or Yuba Sheriff's Department, to come out, you have to contact the Sheriff's Department and let them know. But it's a big thing to be able to connect with law enforcement. It's a lot better to connect with them that way than it is on the worst day of your life, right?
Yeah. Another thing I have to mention today, I brought up Tony McDaniel passing. This is really tough. Don Belza. Former Marysville council person, the favorite to win the assembly seat that James Gallagher vacated to take over for Doug Lamolfa's seat, and when he won the special election. And Dom stepped in and was the winning vote getter in the primary, and is in pretty good shape to win the assembly seat. His 11-year-old daughter succumbed once again to leukemia, to cancer, last week. Tragically, she was being treated for leukemia and got an infection, and very sad to report that she didn't make it. 11 years old, wonderful kid. Obviously, tough times for the Belza family right now. And if you know Dom and the family, and his uncle Tib and his dad John and his mom Virginia, say a prayer for them and for the two sisters that are still remaining.
Yeah, and John, the little
it's
boy.
tough. But again, the whole cancer thing is just really tough, really tough. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Dom, his family, and they'll get through it. They're great people, but that's a tough one. No worries.
Anytime, here at 93Q, I do everything I can to promote nonprofits. We are a nonprofit, so we get it. But I think because of things like this, when there is a fundraiser to fight against cancer, it's just a way different level to me
it is.
For fundraising, because so many are affected by it, and our hearts do go out to Dom and Julia and the kids. This is a hard thing.
I'm sure that
they
they will have some kind of special remembrance for Riley. Riley was a special young lady, and in fact, Dom did not talk about that situation through his campaign because she's been battling this for 6 to 8 months. But he did announce it at an event about a month ago, and she was doing really, really well. But again, it's a lot of times when you're dealing with a medical issue, it's usually an infection that causes the problem, and that in this case it sounds like that's what it was. So
a lot of the treatments affect your immune system, and
bingo.
So you're just so open to that.
You become vulnerable. Yep. So our prayers, and Riley, Yuba Sutter's got a hell of an angel in Riley, and the Belza family picked up an amazing angel, and obviously no words can describe what you go through in that situation. So,
well, we didn't get a call from Festus. And,
I gave him a 20-minute window, so we got 1 minute left.
Well, I think he was afraid we were going to talk about what he was wearing, so so you know what I mean? It might have been.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll drag Festus back on maybe next week.
It'd be
we'll
great
definitely
if we
get him
could
on to talk to the cover boy of the San Francisco Magazine, because you have cover girls, cover boys, right?
Yeah, I guess.
He's becoming a star. Him and his million-plus followers. Anything else you want to mention, Bob?
Well,
you got what are the Freebirds?
Yeah, the Freebirds.
They're back in town,
okay,
right?
So if you watch the sports show we did on Saturday about that, the Freebirds played the number one team 18 times during this first half.
Crazy.
And we just played them on their own turf and beat them 2 out of 3.
That's pretty good.
On their own turf.
That's pretty good. It was in Long Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they'll be back. It's going to be some great baseball, but I want to say this. The tryouts are coming up. I think it's this weekend. I need to make sure of that. But the tryouts, and since the draft, the MLB draft has passed, now a lot of those players didn't get picked up in the draft. They're going to be looking at the Pioneer League. So that's going to be some exciting tryouts.
It just gets better and better.
And then on a personal note. A personal note.
They're going to allow you to pitch?
I am unashamedly a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
Unashamedly. And the home run derby was won by Jordan Walker.
Is unashamedly, is that a word?
I don't know.
Can you say that on the air?
It is today.
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Baird taking control. He's the control board operator, so he's taking control. I got it.
So I watched that. That was pretty good. He's a young man, power hitter. His folks were in the stand. I love seeing the parents.
Oh, yeah.
How they react to when they're
absolutely.
Because we see them as these ball players. We know they're young, but they're men. The parents, you'd think that Jordan Walker was 12, right? And he just won the.
Well, isn't that the beauty of it all? I mean, isn't that what really matters? That part of it? Yeah, I mean.
So last thing I want to say is I want to petition Tyler Rich and say, Tyler, if you get a chance on one of these morning shows before November, right?
Oh, no,
shows,
we'll have him on.
It'd be good to get him on and talk about it because, we get to see him when he comes out.
Can we do a sing-along or something?
But he's got all kinds of stuff that goes on all the time. You were telling me about some of it, and who knows, he might be working on a new album, but we appreciate him. We appreciate Festus, all the Harold Presley, all the people that we've got a chance to know here in Yuba City.
It's
right?
great.
And the people from here. Who knows who Cassidy will drag in next time?
You never know. You never know. And just FYI again, November 7th, the event at Hard Rock Live. 5th year in a row. Hard to believe it's been 5 years there. Wow. They do such a great job. Welcome back, Mark Bertha, from your European trip. We'll hear about that more. And Megan, for all the great work you guys do out there. Jared and both Jarretts with the food services, just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And what a team they've got out there. They kill it. So Randy Maddox with all the stuff he books out there, the shows. Just incredible.
I just had Megan McCarthy on. She is an awesome lady.
Don't make her mad. She's Irish.
So we got into talking about, I didn't know, she is like above the pale animal lover. That girl
she is
loves. She loves animals, and she was telling me that she's got an organization she's with that is, I don't know if it's a rescue organization.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Sutter
I got
County.
I'm going to try to get her back on.
We donated some money to them a
that.
couple of years ago. In fact, we'll see if they're one of the benefactors this year. Yeah.
Animals. I'm an animal lover.
Oh yeah.
Just have been, always will be. Although I have to tell you, if you've watched the news lately, I'm not a buffalo lover.
Well, if you're not smart enough to keep your distance from a wild bull buffalo, it's on you. You can't teach stupid, Bob. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
You can't teach stupid. I would. Speaking of you can't teach stupid, the California State Legislature, for the most part, like, are you people idiots? Are you nuts? Now we brought wolves back into the Northern California region, and they're killing cattle left and right. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, what did you think was going to happen? Which is the reason we didn't have wolves here for many decades, because they create a problem. There's places they do fine up in Alaska and other states where you have open range and you're away from populated areas. But you bring wolves back into where ranchers are and cattle, you're going to have a problem. And they've got a major problem on their hands right now in Northern California.
They had one with mountain lions.
They did.
Because the mountain lions, you don't think of Fluffy, your little cat, right, as being prey.
As dinner.
But to that mountain lion, they don't care.
No.
I mean, that's food.
Oh, yeah. No, they'll eat dogs and cats. And, they've been, fairly well managed for the most part. But the whole thing with the wolves is like you reintroduce it's crazy.
I'm like open hunting season.
Yeah, and in Oregon, a bill is going to be on the ballot.
I heard
put forward
about that.
To stop ranching, fishing, and hunting. Well, good luck with that. I mean, just come on, people. Let's get a clue here. Wow.
We could do another political hour at this point, but
there's not enough time.
But it's just one of those things where I love where we live.
Yep.
I love Yuba Sutter.
Yep.
And part of the reason I love it is we are considerate of each other, and look for ways to support each other through the trials of life, through the things that happen, through the number of nonprofits we have in the area, that we're trying to do something good. We think about kids, veterans, medical things, and it's like this is just a great place to live.
Yep.
And we have great hunting and fishing here. It's almost like I'm doing a spot for come visit Yuba Sutter. I'm not, but I'm just.
But come anyway.
Yes. And when you get here, we've got amazing restaurants.
Oh, do we ever?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So,
do we ever?
All right, now I'm hungry.
All right, you got to get over to the Brick for breakfast. Kirk Barrett on the board, thanks for everything, and thanks for not playing Happy Birthday on your bagpipes. You can call Harold Presley and do that via telephone. That's Bob Fischetti. I'm John Cassidy. That's Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the
radio version.
Don't miss Chuck Smith's column in the Weekender every Saturday. I want to thank Scott Anderson for his contributions as always as well, the editor of the Appeal Democrat. And that will do it for today's show. And hopefully we have some special guests next week. and we'll keep this thing rolling. We'll talk again next Wednesday. Thanks for joining us today. Good job, Bob. Fun show.
California grow, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow, yeah. California grow.